Hello there and welcome to another CAD Red commentary. Not going to do too much of an introduction on this one, but needless to say we are continuing with our one a day of all the great games that were at Copenhagen Games 2012, all the great source classics I'm sure are going to be talked about long into the future when we move into playing CSGO or perhaps even CS 3D on hologrammatic machines and God knows what else. But yes, it was a great tournament and there was a lot of great games to choose from, so I'm just going through them in no particular order. Unfortunately for VeryGames and VeryGames fans, it's involving them again, and we all know they didn't have a great tournament. This was an encounter between mTw and VeryGames. VeryGames had been the #1 team in the world for quite some time. mTw were aspiring to that. They had all the resources in place, I would say, to achieve that. They had a talented roster, and there was always something kind of holding them back. Some people might point to weak links in the side. Some might point to the fact that they've had this heavy period of rotation. It seems that there's always one player that's deemed surplus to requirements at any given time, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense because, you know, we all know that the most successful teams are ones built on, you know, cohesion and continuity. But mTw haven't really done that of late. But still, they were coming into this tournament kind of looking at it, look, we can have a big impact here, and if we can achieve top 3, I think we can say we're on an upward trajectory. They'd recently just picked up a René Cagenborg, who was a fantastic Danish talent, someone who played in the former CKRAS side and was seen as one of the great aimers in the European scene. And as it turned out, this was to be a bit of a flying visit for him, because at the end of this tournament he promptly fucked off and has gone back to play with fellow Danes. But anyway, that's what's happening now. This is what's happening then. So it was a great game that we had between mTw and VeryGames. First map's the Inferno, and we're literally just going to go over that for you now. Okay, so just to contextualise this for you, what had been happening in the tournament at this stage was VeryGames had already been looking a bit shaky and had even had a warning from the admins for taking inappropriate timeouts based within the rules. So it was very interesting. They clearly were aware that they weren't 100%. You know, they weren't at their best, and mTw were really looking for a big scalp to kind of kickstart their LAN. So while we got the warm-up going on, that pretty much sums it up, and you can see as well that the people from Gamescast were on here. It was pretty much every game that happened was, you know, cast-worthy. It had so many top people, and you know, these VoDs are not to contest or compete with anyone else's. This is really just about putting out as many of the great games as we can, you know, in a video and demand capacity for posterity. So that's what it's all about. Anyway, so we'll skip all of this because it did take a while for them to get all assembled and whatnot. So we'll be back just in time for the game to start. Okay, so we're about to get the knife round underway after all of that, and while that was going on, gotta say I did see the shoutcasters warming up with the players, which I always hate. I always think it's really sad that, you know, the commentators are running around getting headshots like, ooh, look at me, ooh, I'm shooting RPK, ooh. It's just like, you know, you wouldn't get fucking John Motson coming onto the pitch with the England football team and doing keepy-ups, you know what I mean? So let's try and at least pretend that there's some sort of fucking degree of separation and you're all not just tragic little fanboys. But anyway, that's just a word of advice for commentators in general. Right, okay, so here we go, the all-important knife round with Wilzu Cam. He knows how to wield a shank. Quite a big chap. We got oh, well, Existence has got a double knife there. MK's got one, Existence got another one. So the brains of the operation at VeryGames shows he can knife quite well. And of course, in the previous commentary, which was from actually further in the tournament, just to give you a little bit of a head fuck, he incredibly kept throwing himself off buildings and dying and all sorts of stuff. So it's good to see that prior to that he was capable with a knife, if nothing else. So just waiting. Don't think anyone's actually gonna change sides. Of course, why would you? This being a very CT biased map, which puts a lot of onus on the pistol rounds. Weber just getting his confidence frags in while we're waiting for everyone to get ready. And just as well, I would probably say in terms of this map, how it would go if you would have predicted it at the time. While obviously VeryGames would have been heavy favourites, by this point you could have seen that they were struggling in the tournament. And the UK players always seem to do well on Inferno, and obviously there's quite a lot of UK players in this mTw International side. I remember when the UK ENC side, I mean, they pretty much spanked a lot of, well, you know, a lot of good teams, a lot of good international teams on Inferno as they went on to win it. So anyway, pistol round underway. Let's have a look how they're lining up. RPK's testing his silencer out. And this is interesting because it looks like they're playing really sort of passive. This seems to be the kind of way that it's played at the moment. You kind of hold this area with T's, maybe try and bait in a few nades and stuff and just wait and see what happens. But no, it is going to be an aggressive pistol round. And this is going to catch VeryGames cold. They should actually get onto the site here and can get a plant, mTw. You can see Apex has got that first kill. And these counter flashes really preventing mTw from making the most of it. But they're gone now, and we've got the rotate coming on. I'm watching Nucky Cam. Huds G's going to get one. Nucky's going to get this bomb planted. MK, who will forever be known as the thief. He's well, missing his bullets at the moment and missing all his shots, and you can see that he's having a bit of a tough time. Weber's going to get him now. It's all on Weber on 4 HP, MBK on 14, and Weber holds his nerve on 4 HP and wins that clutch, which was very, very important. And that's mTw up and running on the pistol round now. And again, tactically, I thought they maybe gave up the A site a little bit too easily. It's understandable on the pistol round. A lot of people do prefer to just go B, go apps, but that hasn't worked out. And you can see what RPK is. So Nucky's gonna try and jump, and MK's just gonna absolutely destroy him. So that's just a bit of ritual humiliation there for Nucky. You can see Weber trying to go and get the AK. Now he's going to juggle these guns all the way back to prevent them falling into the wrong hands. So that's a sensible play from him. RPK is going to be holding apps, but you can see that they're going to nade up quad, and then they're going to push up round apps for this wraparound. This is going to give him the sight, but Apex, he's got 2 big deagles. RPK's got another one. So all of a sudden, it's all on Wilzu. And that's a great deco round. That's truly, truly awesome. Apex there, really brilliant play by him. And he was one of the outstanding players for VeryGames this tournament without giving too much away. So that's a great way to immediately answer back. It was all going wrong for mTw from the moment Nucky tried that jump across into the grate. He just allowed MK to rip his head off. And there you go. So now it's a full eco. MBK's had a little peek. Cajun trading up for that deco. For the deagle, I should say, rather. You can see MK just crouched in some smoking apps. Apex already coming around, so we're just going to see what Weber's going to do. Just holding the bottom of the stairs here. Just waiting for any pushes. Anyone who gets a little bit too cocky will find some resistance. And you can see that they're going to think better of going A. And they've been met by a smoke there. Nucky turned away, just in case it was a flash. And they're going to start creeping up. Nucky's trying to go for that shot through there, and he gets it. Great little deagle shot by him. And MBK with that flash push. Cajun's going to answer back immediately. MK, though, is trying to get this last frag in house, and it's not really happening for him, but he is going to get that one in the end. And that was a relatively successful kind of eco, I guess. There was some kills made, and yep, they're going to have to buy deagles or eco again, mTw. So let's see where they're going to go this time around. And they're just going to hold here at T stairs. Woolsey's got the bomb. And so far, no action, no pushes from VeryGames, being very disciplined. And yep, they're just going to go mob-handed up mid. You can see Wilzu there. I'm not quite sure what happened. I'm guessing he must have got flashed. But, well, he's held that angle brilliantly. Apex must be thinking, what have I got to do here? And Cajun's got another kill as well. And there's Nuki with a third. MK, though, is going to get two here. Wilzu's going to push late. So, all of a sudden, we're going to go to clutch cam. It's going to be existence with the FAMAS. He hasn't got there in time to stop the plant. He's going to find this very hard. Might trade up to the M4 here. Decides against it. Gets one. Doesn't get the second. Nuki, who got an M4 from one of the Fallen. And it's 2-all. So we've had 2 momentum shifts based on 2 deco rounds. mTw saying anything you can do, we can do better. Certainly just as well. And let's have a quick look at the frag charts after 4 rounds. MBK on 5 for 3. Nuki at the top, 4 for 3. Hoods G on 1 for 3 at the bottom. And Existence on 2 for 2 at the bottom there. So VeryGames, if we can have a look. Yeah, it looks like they've still bought. So, yep, no problems there. Existence going and getting that early pick. And he's going to try again through the smoke. But no joys there. And he's getting flashed out of it, so he's just having a little run back. Okay, so we got Nuki trying to make something happen in mid at the moment, and trying to fool him with some flashes and just trying to get somebody to face. He's going to get a smoke and he's going to get a nade. Going to go into spray as well, but doesn't get the kill. He's going to get a quad side and just going to spam graveyard. He knows RPK's in there, and well, he's blind now, and he's going to get another flash for his trouble coming in. Yeah, he does. And MK's going to pick up the frag on Weber in the meantime. Nuki's going to time his peak. And yep, he is going to get the kill on RPK. Wilzu's going to get the other. And it's Wilzu who's got the bomb. So he's going to smoke and flash off the library area where he knows Existence is coming. But Apex is wrapped around and got Nuki, leaving Wilzu in a 1v2 situation. He's going to try and creep through the smoke. I don't think he knows Existence is there. But Existence knows Wilzu's there. And he's going to get the pistol kill to make it 3 rounds to 2 in favour of VeryGames. So it's perhaps not been the way we thought it was going to, but it's definitely been panning out the way VeryGames would want. They've got the lead. So that's the main thing. No doubt about that. And we're just going to have a look. You can see Hoods G's pulled out the AWP here, and he does that from time to time with mTw. Sometimes he calls as well. You can make of that what you will. He's just missed by a pixel there on Existence, who I think had gone to the car to get the early pick. But yeah, certainly as it's required, he can pick up the AWP, and it's not a bad skill to have, but he is one of the best riflers in Europe, but will pick up the AWP for his team. He's kind of the designated AWPer. Weber as well. Not shy if needed. So Existence has retreated all the way to the truck here. And you can see him in Apex. They're not playing with a crossfire, but Apex is going to get another kill. Oh, we've missed a 3-man there. Nuki's going to get him, though. So it's all going to be on Existence now. Just trying to get these AWP picks, but it's not really going to happen. Nuki's on half health. Weber's going to get that peak there. Very fast kill with the AWP. And he's just going to hold this angle. This is still a winnable round. Weber needed to make that shot, though. He makes that one. Nuki in the meantime gets another kill. And Weber's going to get that deagle kill to tie it up at 3-all. Absolutely huge play from the UK Starlet. Just after Apex had put VeryGames off to what looked to be a good start with 3 kills in quick succession. We got some swapping around of the guns. And what is going to be the money situation for VeryGames? Looks like we got another deco coming in. And Apex is just going to go behind the new box. No, he's not. Thought about flashing through the grate, but realises there's nobody pushing. And you can see why. Everyone's still at spawn, set up for the anti-eco. And you can see that, well, Wilzu got blind there. And Perhaps it's just as well for existence, but we pushed right the way down banana, flashed, and then realised that they were all there. So that's a bit of reconnaissance. He's down to 38 HP to find out that little tidbit of information, but he's going to get a huge headshot there as well. But he's retreating now. He knows that they're going to be in hot pursuit. That smoke's gone off. He's going to creep back through it. I don't know if this is an example of smart play, bravery, stupidity, or all of it. Weber is going to get a kill, and Nucky's going to get him. Waited and waited and waited, so it's going to be on MBK, and look where he is. Is he just going to stay here and play for exits? I think he's going to. And I don't think anyone in mTw would expect him to be here. Now he's going to start creeping. Well, that was unfortunate. Cajun had just sort of waited just as MBK came out. So another round of mTw, and already 4 terrorist rounds on Inferno. It's a pretty good innings, especially against a side like VeryGames. And it looks like we might have another deco round coming. So we're going to see a 1-4 split. The stack is going to be on A. You can see, once again, they've not pushed up. And those that triple nade through the grate there is going to kind of give away the plan. So now they're all rotating out. In the meantime, mTw pretty impassive. Just haven't really reacted to anything that's going on. Nucky throwing that long flash again from second mid. He's going to check bedroom. Not going to find anyone, but Existence is going to get a kill before HudsG retaliates. So he's going to go back and get the bomb now. They put the bomb down so it just wouldn't be seen. And it looks like they're going to go for some flashes here. Are they going to actually push that site? But no, Nucky's going to go and get his kill on Apex. And Huds is just peeking. You can see he went for the quick little one dig there on the card. And Weber and Wills who have mopped up. HudsG just going for this safe plant here. Not much to worry about really. MK is going to have to give it some to make a clutch here. And what it looks like he's going to do is just save this AK. Let's see where he's going to play for his exit frags. Just going to lurk down here. And don't think he's likely to encounter anyone unless Wilzu decides to wrap right the way round. But I don't know. He can hear someone coming. Can hear him lurking around, but can't see him. In the end, he managed to save that AK. And in the tradition that we like to do here of following the guns, we'll see what MK can do with that gun in this round. And it's 5-3 now to mTw as terrorist on DE Inferno. Quick look at the frag charts. Nucky on the top one, 9 for 4. Weber just behind him on the same score. Apex on 7 for 6 at the bottom. RPK on 3 for 7 and Cajun on 3 for 7. So MK puts the smoke down. Weber's going to get entry frag. Weber's been playing really well. And he might be... No, MK's going to back off. I was going to say it might be that he's going to cross paths with MK in a minute. But I don't think MK's actually going to peek it. Yeah, they've backed right off there. They sense bad things might be happening. And this is quite a fast rotate. Coming all the way up banana here. Just really hot-footing it into the site. And Apex has got another 2. Make that 3 again. And he's just been lurking like a tick. He just drops and feeds. It's incredible every time. Oh, Nucky's on 22 HP now. You can see where they are. And RPK's there as well. Does give Nucky the opportunity to flank. Might be able to get the quick plant here. And does, but gets spammed through the haystack by MK. But still a good plant in terms of the money. That's going to make it 5 rounds to 4. now in favour of mTw. But that round could have been very different had it not been for Apex, who got 3 kills again at a crucial time and pretty much making a bomb site his own. I know we've not really watched him that much. We probably should. So we'll see what he's going to do this round. Bit of player cam. He is going to get his M4 somewhat belatedly, but that's alright. Hoods G, in the meantime, is going to get an early pick on NBK to give them a numerical advantage right at the start of the round. And you can see the confidence that they've got in him. They're just leaving Apex alone now on this A bomb site. Hoods on 41 HP, nothing going on there. I'll have a quick little scoot around to see where the action's coming from. And you can see Nookie here. He's going to get a headshot on MK, who had pushed into the bedroom, so it's a good little frag there. Now it's very tough for VeryGames. Willzu's going to push existence. He's managed to get out of sight just as he threw that flash. And mTw still incredibly cautious despite having the weight of numbers. And Nookie's going to get existence again. So the two figureheads of their respective organisations squaring off. And in the end, it's Apex, who we were keen to watch. Didn't have a lot to do, and right now mTw are absolutely rampant, finding it incredibly easy to just get onto the sites, being disciplined. And Apex is just having a look down into the Vietnam area. Is he going to be able to get some sort of exit frag here? Well, Willzu just was aware of where he might be, stepped out, and took Apex down to make it 6-4. 5 rounds left in the half. mTw already with a respectable enough scoreline to go on and win this game as things stand. So I'm wondering, yeah, it looks like it's another eco for VeryGames, and they've had a lot. Oh, they're just going to get a face full of nades there. Again, they were wise to it, mTw. Just knew what the economy was going to be like. Knew how to make that count to their advantage. And now it's just going to be like shooting fish in a barrel. You can see someone in what they call beta window. Named after the keenest player the UK ever spawned. And in the meantime, they've got up here. We're going to see what Apex is going to do this round. I'm going to follow him. Existence in the meantime, and MK's got a kill as well, and that's what's going to happen to Apex. Weber in that spot. Apex didn't check it, should know better than that. Weber says thank you very much. Now him and the low HP Willzu are going to hightail it round to the other bomb site, while Nookie's going to stay and defend it, giving the illusion that they might well be looking to push onto that A bomb site. You can see existence. He's the one who's rotating. He's on 17 HP. You can hear the bomb being planted. He's just going to hold it from library. Really needs to wait for the cavalry to get there. The cavalry being MK. He's taking his sweet, sweet time. It looks like we're going to have some sort of save rather than go for the clutch. I'm not sure I agree with that in a 2v3 situation. But especially when you're 6-4 down. I wonder if Nookie's actually going to push. Is he going to get another kill on existence here? He's creeping, he's creeping. In the end, doesn't. But existence was low enough. So now it's 7-4 in favour of mTw. And realistically speaking, VeryGames, well, they're going to need a miracle to sort of get back into this. Minimum, you would say, is these 4 rounds as CT. Then a pistol as T. Apex, I've cursed him, because ever since I said we're going to follow him and watch him after he's been playing so well, he's been pretty poor. To use the technical term, dog shit. So, Unfortunate for him, because I know he won a lot of admirers at this land. There's our PK showing his Chris Bain, while Wills, who gets the exchange on MBK, who was crouching behind the invincible yellow car. That won't be missed in CSGO. And now mTw are looking to just split mid, get this first pick. Is it going to be quad side? You can see Nookie looking at that little gap in the car. No joy. MK holding this tight angle. And Existence is just looking at the bomb plant spot. That is an incredible shot. That is a really incredible reaction shot there from Existence. So Hoods G now, or Hoods Gay as they like to call him on the German streams, has got the plant. This is going to deploy a little smoke just to kind of make that bomb site a little bit more obscured. You can see he's holding this tight angle and quad. He's going to miss that one. Now he knows Existence is going to come from the other area, but he is going to get that one. MK's pushed very aggressively, got the kill on Hoods G, and then jumps behind Weber, who thought he might have been graveyard. And VeryGames needed that round. RPK is going to gratefully accept the defuse. And a quick look at the frag charts as per. 13 for 6 for MK. Nookie, top of the score charts. And again, just in case you haven't followed previous casts, that doesn't happen often. Certainly had a great tournament this time around at Copenhagen Games. Cajun on 3 for 10. Not his crowning glory this game so far. And MBK on 6 for 11. You see Nookie just loving it. Spent so much time on the back of that car. He might want to become a rag and bone man if he ever decides to quit Source. So he's just looking through here, seeing if anyone pushes, and there's no aggressive bedroom shenanigans. Cajun gets one, but RPK and MBK are just going to town down here at Banana. Nookie just, well, I'm not quite sure what that was, but I'm not going to question it. He's just going for a bit of mouse one through the smoke. The bomb is down. And Weber is going to come and join his captain. Just waiting for someone to do something stupid, someone to peek. See, he's just spamming away in the smoke. That smoke's going to clear soon. Weber's going to get one. Face full of flash. He's going to jump back. Nice little bit of moderate bunny hopping. Looks like he's just going to play for exits. Time is going to run out. It's another round of VeryGames. We're looking to build some momentum going into the second half. 2 more rounds left. Arguably, they're already done. But never say never. So Apex flashing over, and this strat by VeryGames looks very aggressive. Going to push down into this banana area and just hold it right at the base. Where, of course, terrorists will be peeking. You can see that Willsy's got the bomb down that neck of the woods. Nookie's in his usual spot again, just working house. 4 mTw players in that second mid area. Nookie's trying to work some pre-fire. There's nobody home for it, though. MK's going to give the call that something's going on here. There's smokes in mid. And he's put a flash down, but oh dear. It's cleared, and fortunately for him, he wasn't pushed. But the bomb, in the meantime, has gone down. You can see Hoods G's in house. Willsy's going to get one. Apex is just going to mouse one it, though. He doesn't care. He's going to get Hoods G. So now Weber's having to back off. He's ducking away from flashes and nades. He's blind. Well, that was absolutely ridiculous. Apex jumped out, landed on him. Nookie's going to get one. Oh, well, no, he doesn't get one. I thought he had. It looked like a headshot to me, but in the end it wasn't. Must have come off something, and Existence got the last kill, and that's going to tie it up at 7 rounds apiece. VeryGames for the first time stringing rounds together. MK on 14 for 7. Thought he was supposed to be the weak link. Weber on 14 for 7. So Existence looks like he's going to go aggressive. Does get that pick. He's blind though. He's trying to get away from it. There are all sorts of flashes coming in. Cajun's just literally pushed him extremely aggressive. But they've completely forgotten about Apex. You can't do that. He's done it to you how many times now? See what Apex thought about that. It was some sort of Gallic noise. Zoot. Not quite sure what that's about. Now Nucky is down here in the area where Jenny used to be. RPK's got a kill and another kill, and well, he's not seen him go past, and you can hear that he's on the defuse. He's going to get 1. He's going to get 2. Is he going to clutch this? He certainly does. Bomb's going to go off. 8-7 to mTw. And that was absolutely huge play there from Nucky. A great little clutch to give his side the advantage going into the second half. You can see that they're all exchanging to have funds. I'm guessing VeryGames are not having fun at the moment. 8-7 down. And that was when they were CT. So how are they going to find the T half? Let's see. Well, they're blind in mid. And you can hear nades going off as well, doing damage. And then Cajun's just going to get one cheeky little headshot as soon as someone peeks. RPK switching guns. Looks like they're going to double back and hit Banana and hit the A-bomb site. Perhaps guessing that a few of the mTw players might have rotated. Existence is going to get himself all the way around, I think, in a graveyard, but it doesn't matter. Willsey was aware of it. Apex is going to get Cajun. And then Apex is going to get another one. Willsey, you can see, he's just holding the garden area. Did very well to get RPK there, just held his nerve, didn't spam. Weber gets another kill, so it's on MK now. MK's trying to double around, Weber's wise to it. And it is the pistol round for mTw. Bad news indeed for VeryGames. They could have done with those 3 rounds to give them a 10-8 lead. Not going to happen, but let's see what they can do with Deagles. We've already seen some good... Well, they're not even going to buy Deagles. Or are they? No, I don't think they are. And we got some sort of AK. Galil down. I'm not even sure what is going on here. Is this still warm-up? Some sort of weird early mixed buy. And you can see that they're spamming the Deagles in mid while Existence is going to push up A. With his AK. And he's got to put it to use. And they're flashed. And then Nucky's just pushed. You heard that, the double headshot from the MP5. So, Existence. Well, that was something of a waste there. Weber's going to get 2. Going to mop it up. I'm going to quickly get round there. But I know, not quick enough. And Nucky's got 3 MP5 kills. He loves eco frags. Loves them. And it's 2-0 in the second half. Weber on 4 for 1. And all of that madness in Spawn with the buying and the dropping and the this and the that was all for nothing in the end. And I'm not sure, in all honesty, Existence is the man I would have given the AK to. But there you go. What do I know? So we're going to have a full eco this time around. RPK resuming duties. Just having a little scout around. And Willsy's trying to bait him out, and if they do follow him, they'll find Nucky waiting for them with an AK, which, as it stands, is bad news for anyone. So G's got one, Nucky's going to get a double, a triple. Is he going to get the last kill? I don't think he is, because he's over the green hills and far away existence. Here he goes. G's going to get it. And you can see just how beleaguered VeryGames are at the moment. How demoralising it must be. They're just getting absolutely trounced. Nothing is working for them. It's going to be interesting to see what the money situation is. They've got 5 AKs, no AWPs, so... And it's 11-7 in favour of mTw. So MK is going to be the guy who's looking to pick the house. First things first, you wait for the push. Gonna flash bedroom. Catch a bit of shrapnel from that nade. And G's got one. And there's all sorts of spraying and stuff going on. I don't even know what's happening here. G in the meantime has come, and he's only got 9 HP, but he's got another kill. Willsy's going to get another one. Oh, that's a bit of a fail. He ran out of bullets. And MBK was the recipient of that bad fortune. Oh, just facing him while reloading. Some sort of catalogue of errors. Willsy just waiting from the bombs down. MBK's going to have some work to do here if he really wants to try and clutch it. He's just going for that little spam. Going for the spam or trying to bait him out. No joy, and he's only got 20 seconds, so he needs to decide what he's going to do. The right decision ultimately has to be save the gun. Wouldn't even have enough time to plant now. Going to try and play for an exit. You can hear Weber running around, but literally doesn't want to face anywhere at the moment. And it's 4-0 in the second half. That is going to make it 12-7 to mTw, and it's been such a consummate and confident performance by them. So here's the deco round coming in for VeryGames. Face full of flash, stops that, and you can see it's a little bit disjointed. They're not as close together as they probably like, but they're going to make use of these flashes, the amount of deagles, but they've all got them. Weber's going to get one, he's going to get another one, then another one. Well, it's just too easy. It's just too easy for him. There's another noise, another one of those Gallic gulps that we've seen a few times. So VeryGames need to think about what they're doing here. They need to get a handle on it. They've not had any AWPers making any picks. You can see MBK's got a Galil. And realistically, you have to look back to that moment where they bought, you know, those guns, and did they need to do it? Did they need to force the issue? And what, that was a buy round, and Willsy just absolutely bossed it. Just bossed it with the 4-man. You know, these rounds are over so quickly, and they're not even getting any frags in return. Look at this. 3 players on Slayers. 0 for 6, 0 for 6, 0 for 6. It's MK, RPK in existence to the offenders. Apex is the top on 4 for 6, but at the top for mTw, it's Weber on 9 for 1, G on 8 for 2, Willsy on 7 for 0, and Nucky on 7 for 1. I mean, it just tells its own story, doesn't it? So Nucky's going to get a quick double from it pushing down in the smoke. Damage done. Round over. MK is going to get one, but he gets dinked as well, so he's on 10 HP. Willsy with the timely nade there, and you can see MK just looking at it like, oh God, why me? And Hoods G traced the movement of RPK. Did manage to get Weber, but in the end, Hoods G got him in the back. And that is that. It's now at match point 7-0. VeryGames. You know, what is going through your mind at this point? I don't know if you just think to yourself, look, this is done. There is no point in pushing it to overtime. It's just going to drain us mentally. Let's just get it over with. Or do you think, you know what, we need the warm-up time. Let's just play every round as hard as we can. We've got to get some. So, very hard, but they're going aggressive. So if they're going out fighting. Existence managed to adjust his recoil. And maybe they should have done this a few more times, because Cajuns had to respond with the AWP, and RPK's one-bulleted him. And all of a sudden, quick as a flash, they're all over the B-bomb site. MK should get a face full of someone in a great little position here with the AWP in the pit. Just using the lamppost as a visual guide. And it looks, yeah, like they're playing for exits. Nucky is going to get one. While that's happening, MBK's managed to track down Weber. You can see what Nucky had in mind there. He was going to let the bomb go off. And for those of you that don't know, in the pit, if you kind of jump up in that tree, you don't take as much bomb damage. You can actually survive, but it does leave you quite low. So he was going to wait and see if there was anyone there and then get the quick kills to take their guns. But VeryGames still in it for now with that one round. But of course, they need the rest to force overtime. That would be 7 consecutive rounds as terrorist on D Inferno. Not a vintage nade there from MBK. He's going to throw down the smoke and go. RPK, you can always tell when he's getting the kills. It's just one bullet. Dink. Great little reaction shot there from Hoods G. He's going to have to drop in the pit with an AWP, and if he gets pushed, it's going to be very bad for him. Apex is going to get one. He needs to make a kill here, Hoods. Looks like he's, well, yeah, it wasn't going to happen. There was too much to do with an AWP. And then RPK, just working his magic. He's got 1 HP. And Weber, well, I mean, I guess at this stage, you may as well go for these hero clutches. Look at that, dink. Only had 1 HP. Going to flash over. Needs to get this next kill just to have a chance of it. He's pushing up tight to quad. Goes for the little spam through there. He's very disciplined. They weren't peeking him, and MBK and Apex get the job done. Second round of the half of VeryGames. Remember, they are going to need them all just to force overtime. So and it's weird, for all the tactical acumen of VeryGames, and in particular their strat caller existence, when they've just gone fast and aggressive, that's when it's worked. And it does make you wonder. mTw is certainly a side that they don't have strong self-belief. It can be chipped away at. All you need is some momentum and the question marks appear, and that's provable across a range of LAN events that they've attended. But right now they can be confident, safe in the knowledge that as bad as things get, they've already got overtime in the bag. Weber's going to get another kill. Hoods G's just moving round. You can see he's going for this fast rotate. Nucky's going to get one. Weber's going to get another one. And there it is. It's all over. Weber mopping up the last kill. That is it. And it's time for the second map. But what an incredible scoreline. 16-9 to mTw on DE Inferno. And, well, the next map is going to be DE Nuke. So we'll bring that to you in, well, next, whenever that will be. We are trying to do one a day. But certainly we'll be looking forward to recording that, because you're in for a treat. That's all I'm going to say. It's just a great game. In fact, the only reason really that we recorded this one was to have an excuse to record that one. Anyway, in the meantime, stay tuned to cadred.org for all your esports needs. Stay tuned to the Cadred Clips channel for more commentaries like this one about all the range of the games that we cover. But thanks very much for joining me.